You know, I mean, apparently, speaking of, this is Frank Bumm in full Cranium rebellion. Right, now everything's right with the world. Everything's right with this microphone anyway. So, start again. Well, you know, I did something good today, but I didn't let them catch me. If I gave you $1 million, how much would it really cost me? I got woken up the other morning by this gentle tapping on the window. I get up, I go take a look. There's this 7-foot-tall, massively bearded, self-tattooed Hell's Angel on the front porch. I think, oh no, that's right, it's Mother's Day. So I go open the door, then go make a hot cup of coffee. I say to myself, that's better. Makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Mum says, nah, that's just the stuffed toy you ate last night. I say, oh damn, I was saving that for you as a gift. She says, don't worry about it. I was always going to cook it up for you anyway. I thought, no wonder I couldn't sleep last night. I just lay there for 8 hours. I was trying to work out what's the euphemism for the word euphemism. A few weeks ago, I invented an invisibility suit. Tried it on, worked beautifully, took it off, could never find it again. The problem with reality is it's just not normal. Yesterday, I typed into Google, what is the totality of all knowledge? I hit search. The internet disappeared. Apparently, Google fell down the vortex of its own knowledge base. It was free associating, YouTube style. You know, World Championship snooker, to a gravity momentum hyperlink, to a treatise on the rings of Saturn, to a recipe for dumplings which doubles as a cure for scrot itch. After several seconds watching a week's worth of cat videos, Google spat out a very terse reply. The sum of everything is about 454 million in 0.58 seconds. There it was, in the sneaky top left-hand corner. Like, yeah, I know some physics nerd worked out the sum of everything to be minus 1/12. But when he announced it on his website, considerednormal.com, he spelt the word it's without the apostrophe, proving yet again that you can't be a maths genius and explain yourself coherently. That's why the secrets of the universe remain a mystery. One of the great mysteries is the human body. We all own one. We all know how absolutely disgusting it can be. And yet, we walk down the road and see someone else's disgusting human body and think, that looks attractive. There's never a moment when the human body is more disgusting than when it's excreting another human body. So it's absolutely fitting that during that event, euphemistically called childbirth, there's so much screaming and biting and punching and yelling and insulting, and that's just between the midwives. My mother, right in the middle of my birth, looks up and says, "You did this to me." And my father says, "That's just the Novocaine talking." And Mum says, "I wasn't talking to you, I was talking to the picture of Joseph Stalin on the wall." Which is thrilling for me, of course. Oh yeah, I was there. I remember it all clearly. I yelled back at her, "Can you sort that out later and get on with it? I'm stuck halfway here." Just shut up and expand your pelvis already, for once in your life. So I'm finally born, and I was so ugly, when the placenta ejected, Mum thought she'd had twins. I remember all this stuff from my birth like it was yesterday. Maybe it was yesterday, and I've just had an amazing growth spurt. Of course, I'm only joking. I'm not a twin. Unlike the placenta. Actually, I'm an only child, and so is my brother. True story. Childbirth, it really is a miracle, if you like having your guts turned inside out. There's this hormone that makes you forget how painful it is to deliver a baby. It's the same hormone that makes you forget how painful it is to move house. Now, if only there was a hormone to make you forget how painful it is to move house while delivering a baby. So yeah, the human body is disgusting, and I've been going to the gym to prove it. I'm a member at Jim Jimson's Gymnasium and Bodybuilding Emporium. I joined for the gluten-free parking. First time there, I walk in, I say to them, "Hey, I got body shape issues." So the guy behind the counter picks up a pencil between his thumb and forefinger and accidentally snaps it in half and says, "Okay, I'll get Laura. Laura, this guy has body shape issues. This is Laura, and Laura will be your personal trainer. Her name is Laura." Then Laura comes over, wading through a pile of broken pencils on the floor. And she puts her hand over the counter and says, "Hi, I'm Laura." And I say, "Nice to meet you, Leanne." Because I always want to get off on the right footing, especially in a gymnasium where balance is so important. So there's Laura, looking at me with these iridescent, luminous teeth smiling back at me, and she's pert and muscular and tanned and wearing a really, really, really tight, full-length, aerodynamic spandex exercise suit. And she says, "I hear you've got body shape issues." I can help you with that. I say, "Yeah, you sure can. You just made them 1,000,000 times worse." She says, no. Here at Jim Jimson's Gymnasium and Bodybuilding Emporium, we believe you can be any shape you like. I say, "Okay, I like dodecahedrons." She says, "Well, that's going to involve some very specific muscle groups." I say to her, "Leanne, you don't even know what a dodecahedron is. And if you do, can you tell me?" She says, "Well, I do have a master's degree in muscleness and tossing dumbbells." I say, "Oh yeah, how is your boyfriend?" She says, "He's fully polyhedrous." I say, "Ooh, impressive. What's polyhedrous?" She says, "It's a shape that has 12 flat sides." I say, "Well, I've got an inside and an outside. Let's get started on the other 10. She says, "Well, first you have to fill out a membership form." And then she wheels out this 3-drawer filing cabinet. I say, "Is that where you keep the members' files?" She says, "No, this is just the membership form. Part A." So she lays it out on the counter and I start filling it out and she's watching me fill it out and she says, "Is your name really Mub Kanaf?" I say, "How did you know?" She says, "I'm reading it upside down." I say, "Oh, cool, because I'm writing it backwards." She says, super, and then hangs herself by her knees upside down from the ceiling, fruit bat style. And she says, oh, I see, Frank Bumm. I say, you called? She says, is your name really Frank Bumm? I say, yes, it is. She says, I don't believe it. I say, well, would you like to see my driver's licence? She says, yeah. I say, good, because I don't drive. She says, well, a truck licence will do. So I showed her that. And she's looking at it and she says, Mub Canaf. So I turn it around for her and she says, oh, that's crazy. No one has a name like Frank Bumm. I say, yeah, we'll tell that to Francine Rectum. She says, you called? I say, I thought your name was Laura. Leanne? She says, Francine Rectum is my middle name. See, here on my truck licence. I'm reading it and it says Mutka Eniknaf. And Laura says, oh, hang on, let me get down from the roof. So I look at it again and there it is, Laura Francine Rectum Jones. I finished the membership form, takes about an hour. And she says, well, Mr. Bumm, that's your first workout done. I say, yeah, all that writing, I've really developed a little muscle in my right thumb. That's bizarre since I'm left-handed. So I'm joined up. I've been going to Jim Jimson's gymnasium and bodybuilding emporium now for about 10 months. I used to be a 47 kilogram weakling. Now I'm 48 kilos. But with interesting muscles all over the place. I can bench press a combine harvester with my left pinky. That's really helpful in job interviews. I used to be so puny that when I went to the beach, even the crabs kicked sand on my face. Now, I'm so flexible, I can kick sand in my own face. Also, really helpful in job interviews. I used to be so aerobically unfit, I'd get puffed out climbing the office stairs. Both of them. Now, I'm so fit, last week I ran the London Marathon with both legs tied together. Behind my back. Problem is, I still have those body shape issues. If only I could crack that perfect dodecahedron. That's a 12-sided polyhedron, so when it refers to the human body, it's 12 times as disgusting. Which means, in order to talk out my body shape issues with my therapist, I'll have to come up with a 12-level euphemism. Think I'll Google, what's the euphemism for the euphemism of dodecahedron anatomically applied? With that request, Google could do anything. Stand by for World War III, which is just a euphemism for the Cranium Rebellion on steroids, in a brown paper bag marked property of Francine Rectum. Just look for the pink Nikes hung over the power line out the front of Leanne's place. I've been Frank Bumm, and together we've been disgusting. Works for me.